Knowing the words isn't the problem. The real question is, are you actually able to describe what you did this morning in English? Let's find out. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with a friend. Let's get started.
Hey Liam, are you able to describe what you did this morning in English?
Yes, and the good news is that it's much easier than most learners think. You don't need hundreds of words to talk about your morning.
Really? Then why do so many learners freeze when someone asks, "What did you do this morning?"
Because they know many words, but they don't know how to connect them naturally.
Interesting. What does that look like in real life?
Many learners know words like wake up, coffee, shower, and breakfast.
Those are exactly the words I know.
But when they try to speak, they say something like, I wake up, coffee, shower, breakfast.
That definitely sounds familiar.
The problem is that the brain doesn't communicate with isolated words.
Then how does the brain communicate?
The brain communicates with complete ideas and complete sentences.
So what should learners do instead?
They should learn chunks that are ready to use.
Can you give me an example?
Instead of learning wake up, learn I woke up at 7 a.m.
That sounds much more useful.
Instead of learning shower, learn I took a shower.
What about coffee?
Learn I made some coffee.
And breakfast?
Learn I had breakfast.
Wow! Now it sounds like a real conversation.
That's because you are acquiring the language the way people actually use it naturally, rather than analyzing it like a science project.
So if I'm catching your drift, the ultimate goal isn't to accumulate an endless collection of words?
Not at all. That's the precise trap that keeps people stuck. The real secret is to collect a highly practical pre-assembled phrases that your brain can fire off instantly.
That makes a lot of sense. But what is it that learners should actually practice every single day to see real progress?
They need to focus entirely on complete sentences, build around their own lives and daily realities.
Why their own lives specifically?
Because those are the exact topics that dominate real-world conversations. It's information your brain already understands, feels connected to, and actually cares about.
Interesting. Why do you say that?
Look at your morning routine, for instance. It is easily one of the most powerful and accessible topics you can practice.
Why is it so incredibly useful?
Because absolutely everyone has a morning routine. But more importantly, it's because you already know the story perfectly inside your head.
Wait, what story do you mean?
The natural sequence of events that took place the moment you opened your eyes.
Wow, I never really looked at it from that perspective. I love that idea.
It changes the whole game. Imagine you just want to say that you woke up, took a quick shower, and had some coffee.
Okay, walk us through it.
But fluent speakers bypass that exhausting translation process entirely. Their brains don't search for rules. They think directly in chunks.
What does that look like in real life?
They don't overthink it. They just respond automatically. This morning, I woke up at 7.
Then what?
I took a shower. It's a complete block of language. You don't build it word by word. Your brain just fires it as a single unit.
And after that?
Then, I made some coffee. Again, you're not translating the action of cooking or preparing. You're deploying a pre-assembled chunk that native speakers use automatically.
And then?
After that, I had breakfast. Notice how these connectors like then and after that bridge the blocks together seamlessly.
Wow, that sounds incredibly smooth.
It sounds smooth because your brain is sharing a natural sequence of events, not running a mechanical translation exercise in the background.
So, storytelling is actually that important for fluency?
Storytelling is arguably one of the most powerful speaking tools you can develop. The traditional methods completely ignore this.
Why do you say that? Why does it have such a big impact?
Because real-world conversations aren't lists of vocabulary or grammar drills. They're almost entirely made up of small stories.
Interesting. Can you break that down a little more?
Think about it. When someone asks you how your weekend was or what you did this morning, they aren't testing your grammar. They just want a simple, fluid story.
Interesting. So if someone asks about my morning, the trick is just to keep it simple, right?
Exactly. Simple, natural, and automatic is always the best choice. The moment you try to overcomplicate it, you fall right back into the grammar trap.
That makes sense. But let's talk about memory. What is a better way to learn vocabulary so that it actually sticks long term?
You skip the endless memorization of word lists and focus entirely on phrases that describe actions and situations you experience every day.
How can someone practically apply that idea to something like a morning routine?
It's all about training your brain to link the action directly to the English block. You learn phrases like, I woke up, I brushed my teeth, and I had breakfast as single, unshakable units.
Why are those specific phrases so much easier to remember than a standard vocabulary list?
Language acquisition relies on pattern recognition. These phrases describe actions that happen repeatedly in your real life.
That's a fascinating way to look at it. So, what kind of morning routine phrases should learners practice regularly to build that muscle memory?
Start with the foundational blocks of your day. Regularly practice chunks like, I woke up at 7, I took a shower, and I got dressed.
That makes a lot of sense, but how do those simple, everyday phrases actually help improve someone's real-world speaking skills?
Because they create a rock-solid foundation for telling complete, fluid stories about everyday life.
But how does a simple, boring morning routine transform into an actual story?
It's all about the sequence. Each action connects naturally to the next in a perfectly logical progression. Your brain doesn't have to desperately search for rules.
I see. Could you break that down and demonstrate what that sequence actually sounds like in real life?
It's completely seamless. Instead of overthinking, you just fire off the chunks in a natural chain. I woke up at 7, brushed my teeth, took a shower, made some coffee, and had breakfast.
Why does that sound so much easier to remember than a standard list of individual words?
Because your brain thrives on connection. The actions aren't just floating around in a vacuum. They are tightly bound together by a meaningful, real-world context.
That makes sense. So, how can learners actively use this approach to supercharge their memory every day?
By shifting their focus. They need to start describing their own daily routines instead of burning energy memorizing disconnected vocabulary that they might never actually use.
If someone wants to start right now, what is one of the simplest speaking exercises they can deploy today?
There's a technique I always recommend called the Repeat and Personalize method. It is incredibly effective for breaking out of grammar mode.
How does the Repeat and Personalize method actually work in practice?
It's a two-step process to train your brain's automation. First, you take a native phrase and repeat it exactly as you hear it to capture the rhythm. For example, I woke up at 6 a.m.
Okay, and once they've repeated that sentence a few times to get comfortable, what's the next step?
This is where the magic happens. You immediately change the specific data to make it 100% true for yourself. So that block instantly adapts to your reality, becoming, I woke up at 8 a.m. or I woke up at 7:30 a.m.
Why does that simple act of personalization make such a massive difference in language acquisition?
Because it completely transforms memorization into actual communication. The moment a phrase becomes about your life.
It sounds like a total shift in perspective. To wrap this up, what kind of mindset should learners adopt moving forward?
They have to completely let go of the perfection trap. The goal of language is connection, so you must focus entirely on being understood rather than being flawless.
Wow. So if I start applying these chunks and practicing my own story today, that's the real secret to fast-tracking fluency?
Sure. But look, knowing how the brain processes chunks is only step one. If you truly want to know the exact step-by-step roadmap I would use to rebuild my English from absolute scratch in record time, including the exact daily schedule, you need to see the bigger picture.
Where can we find that roadmap?
I actually broke down the entire blueprint in another session. If you want to stop staying stuck and start speaking naturally today, click on the video appearing on your screen right now. How I would learn English if I started today.
See you there.
Bye.